2026 is filled with lucky girl energy, so let me show you how to actually cultivate it and manifest it to get the life of your dreams this next year. It's mandatory pajama day, if you couldn't tell. I woke up today and I was in this cute pajama set and I am so cozy and so warm, and I did an everything shower last night. I feel so clean. It's really like a great energy. I'm filming this 2 days before New Year's. It's perfect. It's literally like the perfect kind of like vibe for this journal because we want it to be effortless. So now that I'm like all balanced and renewed and clean, I am feeling light, I'm feeling cozy, and I'm feeling like 2026 is gonna be my dream year. This video is not gonna be me telling you like 3-6-9 method, write what you want 12 billion times. It's a more like how we can turn our New Year's goals, our actionable goals we already made, if you saw this video, I'll talk about that in a second, into a like manifestation, we're gonna get what we want and more kind of thing. I believe in manifestation, I believe in spirituality, but I also, as an ambitious person who likes psychology, knows like, yes, luck in the universe, I totally believe like the energy you put out, you get back, and that has like a hand in it. But I also know for a fact that psychologically speaking, in order to reach our goals, we need to keep reminding ourselves of them. We need to stay motivated. We need to write things down. I know logically that our manifestations come true when we have actionable goals behind them. So if you haven't seen this video, I will link it at the end. You can totally watch it at the end. Like, you don't need to watch one or the other first. I would recommend watching this at the end because all of this will make more sense. But I just posted right before the new year my 2026 life journal, which is this. This is all my goals and actionable steps on reaching those goals. This is not like so much a manifestation stuff. This is like full on, like, these are my goals, this is my quarterly focus, this is my actionable plan, my daily, weekly prep, my morning and night routine, my actionable plan to hit my goals in the new year. This is me manifesting, putting out the good energy, knowing like I will hit these goals because I have the actionable plan as long as I stick to it. But now we're manifesting maybe even a little bit more. The universe doesn't have a budget, people. The universe does not have a budget. So let's talk about our manifestations. Now, all of my manifestations for the year relate directly back to my goals because I'm getting these. Like, I know I'm gonna get them because I'm gonna work towards them, and I know they're gonna come easy and effortlessly to me because I'm putting out good energy into the universe. Work does not equal hard. Work does not equal tiring. There's this negative connotation around the word work because of the culture we live in, but truly, like, this journal basically ensures that, like, yeah, even though I put in some thought and some effort into this, that the process and everything happens smoothly and happens even better than I could even imagine it, basically. I have been doing a manifestation, at least page in my journal, for years. In fact, I'm 25 years old. In 2017, when I was 17, I went through and made a what I'm gonna get in 2017 list, and I was looking at it, and every single one of the things I wrote on that, even though I just found the journal now, had all come true that year. And it's because, like, yes, I manifested them, yes, I put in the energy, but I also worked towards them, and writing them down helped me psychologically like be motivated and like notice things more. And not only did I hit all those goals, and I have been hitting all my goals every year since, it's been almost a decade. What a horrifying thought. Oh my god. Even though I've hit every single one of those goals since 2017 and hit all the goals that I've wanted to in the years in between, I have not only hit all my goals, I have gotten so much more because I kept a good energy, and like I said, the universe does not have a budget. So I've gotten my goal plus something more that I didn't expect. That was just like a fun surprise. So let's get into the journal. I will show you guys brief pages. I'm not like super artistic, but these are like the pages I've written down so you can like steal the layout of this, basically steal the plan. The first thing I have is my things I'm gonna get in 2026. You are gonna notice I probably actually won't share too many of these pages because, once again, it's just a list, but I probably won't share many of these because these manifestations are personal. Like, yes, they all relate back to my goals, but they're things that I want to keep close to my heart. When they happen, I'll tell you about them, but until then, I'm gonna keep a lot of this to myself. I'll just kind of talk about each page. The things I'm gonna get in 2026 page really relates back to every single thing that I want that I think is like an achievable thing that I want to do. So these are all really my goals. There may be a little bit more, maybe asking for a teeny tiny bit more, but like not much. Like, you know, it's just a fun goal I have in mind. And I really recommend wording it like things I'm gonna get and then doing a checklist or a bullet point list. Because at this point, I know people always say like, oh, manifestation, you have to act like you already have it. When you put it down like this, especially when planning for the new year, you're already in the mindset of like, these things can happen before, but they will happen in 2026. So like by the end of the year when you read it, it's like you were in the past or present tense of these goals, of these manifestations. I have a long list. I would really recommend putting these all towards your goals. If you think of something you really want and you realize, oh my God, I don't have a goal of that, make it a New Year's goal and add it to your New Year's goal planner. But that is the first page of this spread. The next one is my vision board checklist. So I am going to be making a actual physical vision board this year, and I do have a video of that coming out soon, so stay tuned. I'm hosting a little vision board night, but before I do that, while I show you like the clips of the vlog, I think I'm going to go over my vision board checklist for a vision board that actually works. But I will say right now, because I know a lot of people are making their vision boards as we speak, a little sneak peek for the video, my biggest tip is to show pictures of the process. I got this from Tamcor. She mentioned putting pictures of like the process of the vision happening as well as the vision, so you always feel aligned with your board. So like, for example, one of my goals is a YouTube subscriber goal. The process of me hitting that YouTube subscriber goal is like a picture of a consistent upload schedule, a picture of one of the like numbers on the way to the goal, a picture of the actual goal, and like so on and so forth. So it's like showing like the steady process of it happening. That way when I look at it, it doesn't feel so far away. Like I can look at it and put myself in my own shoes on my vision board. I could like be like, wow, I am right there. I'm already at this step in the process. But don't you worry, we have a whole dedicated vision board video coming out. I then would recommend doing your ideal self checklist, making a checklist, almost like a to-do list, because now it's putting yourself once again in your own shoes, putting yourself in your ideal self shoes and going, okay, every morning, every day, what are the things I'm doing that make my life ideal? This is going to relate back to like the daily habits page in this journal, but truly this is just like a fun brainstorm for you. This could even help you kind of create daily habits if you're not really sure where to start. So I will share this one. For me, I put like always clean. I love being clean. So by this I mean though like a fresh manicure as many times as I can, even if I'm like doing my nails at home, like having my nails done, matching loungewear if I'm lounging, matching PJs if I'm in PJs, and just like having like a weekly or monthly self-care ritual that is just set in stone. Like whether I do this on a Sunday or a Wednesday, like whenever I have time, this self-care ritual is getting done. Then have intentional outfits. This is one of my goals. I want to have no boring outfits in the new year. I have a clean environment. I have dedicated time to the things I love. So I'm like already picturing my ideal self, and I'm picturing myself reading or journaling and not doom scrolling. I picture myself hanging out with my friends and family, hanging out with people I love, like really making sure I have time for those connections. Finally, for me, I put a healthy lifestyle, because once again, relates right back to my goals. I'm trying to eat healthier, eat cleaner, I'm trying to gain weight, and I'm trying to run a 5K. So a healthy lifestyle just is like really, I'm imagining myself eating healthily throughout the day and having like this ideal kind of like, not even physique. I don't even picture like a physique. I just picture myself feeling good. It's like that. This could be whatever you want though. That's just like ideas. Picture your ideal self. Picture how she feels. I then have your ideal day checklist. So the next page is going to be a checklist of things you do at your ideal day. Like if you woke up and had the perfect day, write a checklist like it's your daily to-do list and go for it. For me, I will talk about this one too. I have wake up and do my ideal morning routine, which I put in my goals journal because it more relates back to my goals and habits. I have work an easy day, and this could be either for YouTube or teaching. I love teaching. I love that. Like I'm very lucky to like love my like 9 to 5, so to speak. Making healthy meals. That is like a huge part of my ideal day. Going on a walk with either my grandma, my mom, my dad, Ryan, whoever I'm with. Journaling, reading, investing time into my hobbies is part of my ideal day. Maybe this is one that like I can't control, but I thought it'd be fun. Like exciting brand deals or PR opportunities. Oh, awaiting me might be a part of my ideal day, like opening one of those emails. And of course, my ideal night routine. The next page is really fun. This is where we're gonna get like really big, dreaming big manifestations. I've been seeing a lot of people say like, be realistic when in terms of like manifesting, but like that's not the point of manifesting. I think you should be maybe a little realistic in like your expectations. Reach for the moon, so still like, you know, put yourself out there, but land amongst the stars. So these are our like big ticket manifestations, things that you might even not even fully believe could happen in a year. This is something I'm keeping private. Just know writing these things down will help you, one, once again, notice the process more. Two, when you do hit them, or if you do hit them, whether it's like now or in 5 years, it's gonna feel super exciting because it's gonna be like, wow, I never thought I would get here. And three, honestly, a lot of this stuff is already in the realm of possibility because your big ticket manifestations are going to be like your things that you are maybe manifesting based off your like regular yearly goals, regular yearly manifestations. Like all the stuff I put on my things I'm gonna get in 2026 list, this is like those things but elevated. So for example, I have a YouTube subscriber goal that I put on like things I'm gonna get in 2026 manifestation list that's also like a yearly goal. Here, I upped that subscriber goal a little much. Like, is it unrealistic? Maybe. Unrealistic means nothing to me though. Like, I don't put myself in those cages, in those boxes, and you shouldn't either. This is your like kind of like big like, oh, I don't know, but you're writing it down with like that like secret hope. And you know what? If you keep working, one of these things probably will happen throughout the year. All of these could happen throughout the year. It's very plausible that even if one of these things doesn't happen throughout the year, you're gonna get like halfway to one of these things throughout the year if you're working. So make sure that these big ticket manifestations are things that kind of elevate your regular manifestations, because like you'll probably get at least halfway there and like start the process for it in the new year. Then the next page, the very next page, you can honestly like move these pages around however you want, except for these two. I think they need to either be like 1 and 2 or 2 and 1. Like they need to be next to each other somehow, whichever way you want to do it. So that's my never say never, anything can happen list. This is my anything did happen list, or my 2025 proof. This is where you reflect. You go through 2025 and I want you to think of the big things that happened that you thought for sure would not happen this year. Like things that you even were a little like, oh my God, I can't believe I got this opportunity. Because this is your proof. This is your proof that big things can happen. And I think I have just as many big things on my anything did happen list as manifestations that I have on my anything can happen list. So like, for example, something that was like a huge thing that I did not expect to honestly get, but it was like on my anything can happen list in 2025, is I got put on a brand that I love's PR list. I got put on that list on like January 9th. I still remember the feeling of getting the follow and getting the DM, being like, oh my God, and then getting like those packages. It's just been insane. I'm so blessed and so lucky. And that happened literally 9 days into the year. And it was something I put on like a, oh, this probably won't happen this year list. Not that it won't happen. That's just like the idea that I had. So that's why I'm changing my mindset. Like anything can happen, girl. Ellie Goulding said it herself. So this is my proof that anything can happen. Anything did happen. My anything did happen 2025 proof list is like my favorite probably of this entire journal, because it is just like the proof that you can get anything you want if you really work towards it. The next few pages are completely blank except for the title, because I need to print these things out and my printer doesn't have ink. So this is like incoming. I am going to do a mood board of just like a collection of pictures I find on Pinterest of these, I think 4 to 5 pages. I have my dream space. So like this will be like the room that I'm in, the area that I'm in. I have my dream self-care ritual, products I'm using, things I'm doing to be healthy, whatnot. I have my dream wardrobe, my dream wellness habits, and I have my dream day. You can do so many of these things. So you can do like my dream night routine, my dream morning routine. It's just things that are like aligned with you, my dream career, and like just like a mood board of that. Because then throughout the year, if you start feeling unmotivated, you could look at these things and it just kind of like boosts your mood again. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun little like manifestation, little habit ritual thing to do that is like calming and fun. Then finally, the last thing I have down for now now is my January manifestations. And now throughout each month, I'm gonna do manifestations for each month at the beginning of that month. So this will be part of my reset routine, although I may not like actually film too much of it other than just like briefly mentioning it. So once again, I'm keeping these private, but these all relate to my January goals, which are smaller subsections of my yearly goals, like I was saying. These are all like smaller, like things that I would love to hit in the month that I can't really control, but it's like a fun thing to manifest, and I can kind of like put the work and energy towards it. So that is my manifestation journal. I'm feeling so good about 2026. If you have anything that you want, like go ahead, think it in your head. If you want to say your manifestation in the comments, that's up to you. Like put what you're manifesting in the comments. If not, like maybe put like a sparkle emoji, and like we'll all have like the good energy and the good vibes out there. We can share the good vibes with each other. If you're new here, I'd love to have you stick around and subscribe. Like I said, if you want to see my goals and like my actionable plan to like hit a lot of my goals for the new year, I will have that video linked at the end right now and down below. Here is to an amazing 2026. I am so excited to have you all here with me on my journey this year, and at the end of the year we now have a physical thing we can go back and look at to see what I hit, what I did for both of these. Make sure to stay tuned for the vision board video and all my fun like morning routine, night routine, daily ritual habits that I'm doing. And with that, I will see you guys all in the next one. Okay, bye.